Hello, it's Thanksgiving. Doing an early review where it's still kind of light out. And I got Bissell Brothers Sigil 7, which is getting kind of condensated and wet because we got cooking happening next door. That's why you hear the smooth jazz. And it's also really warm, it's like 62 degrees. But I'm drinking a big barrel-aged stout. I've only had one big barrel-aged beer from Bissell Brothers before on draft, and it was pretty good. I am not a giant connoisseur of these styles of beers, but I like to have them every once in a while. So Sigil 7, it's just their series of barrel-aged stouts. They're all different. This one's aged in rum, rye, and bourbon barrels with chocolate. 10.3% alcohol. It came out, I think, a couple months ago. So it's still pretty fresh in the grand scheme of things. I haven't had any of their other sigils, so we shall see what's going on with this one. But I haven't had a lot of stouts that are aged in 3 different kinds of barrels like this, though it's not uncommon to see that, but it takes a lot of work. I don't think it's the same beer aged in rum, then rye, then bourbon. I think it's 3 different barrel types blended together, and it looks pretty darn good. Thick, nice ring ahead there. Not super duper carved. This bottle actually warmed up quite a bit, but I'm smelling a lot of interesting boozy and chocolatey notes even before bringing this to my face, but it looks pretty damn good, I would say. Kind of a cool bottle there. Ooh boy, that's a very big barrel character, yeah. I mean, coconutty rum for sure jumps out, or not rum, more bourbon I would say, but the rum kind of blends in with it, I would say. They're both these sugary, sort of sweet, but dark flavors, and then the rye adds a little bit of spiciness maybe. And there is a deep, sweet, dark chocolate hidden in there. At first you're like, whoa, that's a little scary. Is it going to be just like drinking, straight spirits? But there's going to be some sweetness in there. It doesn't smell like super duper charred, nor soy saucy, but it doesn't smell ultra sweet. But I do like that melted dark chocolate sort of smell. It's got a little bit of a toasted marshmallow s'mores thing. But it's coconutty, vanilla-y, brown sugar, toffee. Yeah, lots of caramel too. It smells great, but we'll see how thick it is. Ooh, luxuriously smooth and silky on the tongue. Pretty good sized mouthfeel, but not massive. Not what a lot of pastry stout people want, who want something that's like Bourbon County Stout, 15% alcohol, 500 calories a bottle. This has plenty of weight to it. And it's just like really, really silky on the tongue. That's really nice. And the carb is pretty low. We still have a nice cap of foam though on the edges. A lot of these big beers, you just lose all of that foam, and they're kind of acidic and have a bite to it. But this one doesn't at all. The lower carb is helping with that smoothness on the tongue. And it's a weird feeling in my lips. It's not sticky, it's just like textured or something. It's, I don't know, really interesting. But a super complex barrel character here. If you like a lot of barrel character, this is a good one to go for, but then it's not too scary. It's not too boozy. Definitely warms up the throat. It's not very hot. It's not bitter. It's not too charred. And I love the swirling sort of crema that forms on the really good barrel-aged stouts that's happening with this. This is a really, really well-made beer. This is definitely better than the other barrel-aged beer I had from them. I think they called it a porter. I think it was like Angels with Filthy Souls. But it was like 11% alcohol or something. And it looked basically like this, so how is that an Imperial porter? What is an Imperial porter anyways? I don't know. I'm surprised by how drinkable this is and how pleasant the experience is. The mouthfeel is amazing, the smell is amazing. Yeah, this is got the really fine carbonation on it. You can see the tiny bubbles in there. This is really, really good. This is beating the mouthfeel of some like Barreled Souls beers, because those ones tend to be more soda-like. Kind of seen Barreled Souls as like the leader of these big barrel-aged beers being made in southern Maine, but this one is really good. This is like 4.5 plus for me. I don't know if this is definitely not still available at the brewery, I don't think, but I think it's worth trading for. Anyway.